Yo, what is going on, everyone? Thank you for joining me for another manga chapter review, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look and reviewing the newest chapter of Black Clover, chapter 323, titled Partners. And before we jump into the synopsis, guys, I just want to go ahead and continually thank you guys for all the previous support on my previous videos. It just really keeps me motivated to do these types of videos and just shows me how much you guys are interested on the videos. So if you guys do like today's video, please go ahead and hit that like button and let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of the chapter and what you think is going to happen next. Just a brief spoiler warning, this chapter is fire, guys. I'm just going to leave it at that. And if you guys do like anime and manga as much as I do, consider sticking around and hitting that subscribe button, as it greatly helps out the channel. We are almost at 100 subscribers, so just once again, guys, you guys are absolutely insane for all the support you guys have been showing me, and I continue to appreciate you guys with every video, and I hope to reciprocate that through every video I'm going to be making. So without further ado, guys, let's just go ahead and jump into the chapter already. Starting the chapter off, we begin with a flashback of Yami before joining the fight. After the Black Bulls having saved both Yami and Vengeance, Vanessa quickly realizes the critical state Captain Yami's body is in. Gray, now looking onward to the situation, tells Vanessa, "I'll heal him." But before Gray can heal Captain Yami, they notice that Yami's body structure has been altered, saying it resembles the devil that Asta is possessed by. Seeing a contradiction within Captain Yami's physical state, Gray states that his body is a wreck, but is overflowing with magic. But before Gray can make a decision on how to heal Captain Yami, Yami uses dark magic, Black Moon, now essentially healing himself. Yami now being able to stand on his own 2 feet again thanks Vanessa and Gray by saying, "You really saved my ass, Gray and Vanessa." The three now being met by Patri, Longris, and Vengeance. Patri tells Yami that he wants to return the favor for Yami, but cannot due to him no longer having a grimoire. Vengeance now telling Yami that with his magic, they can still fight. Vengeance now putting all of his remaining magic into creating the Blade of Mistletoe for Yami. Yami, now reflecting upon Vengeance's involvement of the elf battle, tells him that, "To be honest, I still haven't forgiven you for all the elf business. But the both of us somehow got caught up in this mess. So let's end it together." With Yami now ready to aid the rest of his fellow comrades in the battle against Lucifero, lets Vengeance know that if we get back home alive, let's have a drink. With the flashback concluding, Lucifero immediately noticed that Yami is the wielder of dark magic. Not wanting to finish Yami off just yet, tells him, "I'll be sure to deal with you later." After sending Yami flying, Lucifero redirects his attention on Asta. But before Lucifero can attack Asta, both Zora and Nero join the fight. Zora, now guarding Asta against the strike of Lucifero, makes Lucifero trigger Zora's reverse counter trap magic, Mana Method Sealing Magic. With Zora and Nero now showing their determination against Lucifero, we see Yami giving them praise while helping Noct. Noct, reluctant of any help from Yami, tells him, "Get away from here." Yami, now confused of this, asks Noct, "Is that what the guy who just got his ass saved should be saying?" Noct letting Yami know that when he looks at Yami, all he can see is his older self, and that he hates his old self so much. Further telling Yami that he was the one who ultimately took Morgan from him, letting Yami know that he doesn't want him to throw his life away saving him because Yami is too much of a precious friend. After hearing that, Yami tells Noct that, "You're an idiot, aren't you?" Yami further explaining to Noct that you're gonna keep on living, and you're gonna save people the way Morgan did. Letting Noct know that a man doesn't need a reason to stick his neck out for a friend. With Yami's words resonating with him, Noct thinks back to when his brother Morgan was still alive. Morgan telling Yami that, "You and my brother are very much alike, and I don't mean in terms of your magic." Morgan continuing tells Yami that even as his twin, he doesn't understand Noct quite like he does. With Morgan's final words to Yami, tells him that, "It's frustrating to admit it, but I think you're more suited to be my brother's partner than me." Noct's eyes finally being opened, tells Yami that he can't be a kid forever. With some back and forth from both Yami and Noct, they both set their sights on the Demon King himself, Lucifero. With the final panel of the chapter, we get a shot of both Noct and Yami looking onward, both exclaiming, "Let's play with him a bit, shall we?" With the two having motivated and helped each other overcome various obstacles, they now look to take on Lucifero along with the rest of the Magic Knights. And alright guys, that is going to go ahead and wrap up the synopsis portion of Chapter 323. Now we're going to go ahead and jump on over into my review of the chapter. And man guys, was this another amazing ass chapter. Man, I can't believe how much fire we're getting chapter after chapter after chapter. Usually by this time in the manga, usually we would see sort of like a drop off in sort of hype and just awesomeness in like the manga, because usually like manga only is on like a 6 chapter streak and then it sort of like tapers down. But geez man, this chapter was absolutely pure unadulterated flames. There's just a lot in this chapter, man. I just gotta tell you guys, I am just so happy that we are getting sort of the full chapters back. None of this 12 page BS. So I feel as though we're like, this is just awesome. I'm glad that I'm able to read these chapters and not be done in like 30 seconds flat and just scratching my hair, and I'm just like, okay, well, what happens next? Like, just feeling completely unvindicated. But man, there's just so much here. Like, we got to see Patri, man. I'm the biggest Patri fan. Trust me. There's nobody out there that's a bigger Patri fan than me. So seeing Patri is just absolutely, it just made the chapter like awesome for me. But I was disappointed, and I am glad that we got an answer to it. But as of now, Patri can no longer he can no longer fight, right? Because in this chapter he told us, well, he told Yami that he no longer has a grimoire. So his grimoire was directly connected to Vengeance's, and whenever Rades like made him his own being, like reincarnated Patri, I guess that took away his 4-leaf grimoire where he had his light magic. So unfortunately, I think that rules out a prediction I had in which I thought Patri after this arc was going to be recruited into the Golden Dawn from Vengeance. After this, I don't think he's going to, because he physically can't fight anymore. So it's like, you know, it's just, he would be more of a detriment than anything. But it would be interesting to see like Patri get his grimoire back some time in the future. I feel as though that isn't completely out of the realm of possibility. I feel as though maybe he can get his 4-leaf grimoire back, but I'm not too sure. But I really like how it showed us how Yami got to get back into the fight. I'm glad that Tabata took the time out to really tell us, like, okay, this is what happened when it looked like Vanessa wasn't able to save Yami. So I like that, and I really like that the sword of Yami's was given a name. I believe it's pronounced the Blade of Mistletoe, or Mistletoe. I'm not quite sure, but hopefully I pronounced it right. It says that the Mistletoe is a sword of the Hrundur saga, a legendary saga from Iceland. So its origin is directly from Iceland. So I like how Tabata just takes every single sort of mythos and just puts it into Black Clover. I like how it's not just directly like a certain cultural thing. I like how he dabbles with a lot of cultural entities and integrates them into Black Clover. So it definitely, I feel as though, represents a lot of it adds a lot of flavor to the series, so that way it doesn't really get boring and just shows Tabata's like appreciation of all of the different cultures he looks at. So definitely really cool. And I like to see how Morgan and Yami and Noct were sort of interacted in the past. I like how it, like, because I'm interpreting when Morgan is talking to Yami, I'm interpreting that as like Morgan's last words to Yami, because after that, I'm pretty sure that's when Morgan sacrificed himself to help Noct. So, I mean, I feel as though that's a brilliant send-off for Morgan, if it is not his last words to Yami. But I would almost be certain that that were his last words to Yami in some fashion. But and then also Zora and Nero joining the fight. That's just awesome, man. I can't wait to see. It seems like every chapter they're going to be adding more and more characters into the fight. So I'm very interested to see who's going to actually be in the fight for next chapter. I'm wondering about Noelle. Noelle might join, or we might get even more Black Bulls sort of joining in and funneling into the fight, which is always going to be awesome. But yeah, guys, I mean, that's really all I got to say about the chapter. The chapter, of course, is a 10 out of 10. The reason why I held back on giving a lot of the older chapters, not the most recent, but the older chapters, like 10 out of 10s, is because they were too short. I felt as though like a 10 out of 10 should be reserved for, like, you know, a good length, and I just felt like the Black Clover chapters were just way too short. But these chapters are very there's a lot of good stuff in them. They're not just like you read them in 30 seconds and then you're waiting with your dick in your hand for 7 days to go by for another chapter. So there is a lot of context, a lot of narrative within these chapters, and a lot of action. So it's a nice blend of everything. And yeah, so I'm very interested to see what's going to happen next chapter. And I mean, man, these chapters keep one-upping themselves. I swear they do. But yeah, guys, I want to know what you guys thought of the chapters. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys thought of today's chapter, and what do you guys rate these chapters? Let me know. I want to know what you guys think of these chapters. Did they get an 8 out of 10, a 9 out of 10, a 50 out of 10? Like, let me know what you guys are thinking, because I personally, I'm having way too much fun with these chapters. These chapters are just absolutely fire, man. And yeah, if you guys did like today's video, go ahead and drop a like. And if you guys do like anime and manga as much as I do, please consider sticking around and subscribing, as it greatly helps the channel. As I said before earlier on in this video, we are almost at 100 subscribers, so as soon as we break that, guys, I'm just gonna be mind blown. I really don't know I really won't know what to say. I'm still mind blown now with me currently having 92 subscribers. So seeing 100 subscribers is definitely gonna be like crazy. 100 subscribers to me right now is the equivalent of having like 100,000 subscribers. That's how big it is to me. So I just want to go ahead and appreciate you guys. I don't know what appreciate is, but appreciate, that's a new word we're gonna make up. Appreciate. I just want to go ahead and appreciate you guys on everything you've been helping me out with these videos and these manga reviews. Definitely going to be bringing more you guys' way, and I hope to hear. So I definitely want to go ahead and thank you guys so much for all the support you guys have been showing me on all of my manga content and just YouTube videos in general. And without that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and sign out. I hope to see you guys on the next video I do. Have a great day, guys, and stay safe. See ya.